Hey guys, this is Steven from the Green Engineers, and welcome to my update video. Today is 8/18/2019, 6:06 p.m. So I have a couple things to talk about here and quickly update you guys. So the number one biggest thing is that I have found a supplier for this project for in the meantime for the shredder project. So originally, I shelved this project kind of for the immediate future because I couldn't find a way to produce it with margins that I could, be able to support myself doing this and other projects full time. So, and also with those margins in mind, be able to sell the product for what I believe it was worth in California. But because of my role at my day job. One of my roles is to look for suppliers elsewhere to drop our machining costs at my day job, and I was able to drop my costs significantly compared to California. So I use that same thought in mind to look for other shops in order to manufacture this for me in the immediate future, and I'll talk about what else is coming up for the immediate future. So I did find that, and I have talked to them, and I've worked with them, and got a lot of the details ironed out. So I'm most likely going to be, I wanted to do it Sunday, place an order Sunday, but I'm probably going to be placing an order for 9 tomorrow, Monday, which is the 19th. And the reason for that is, the reason why I'm doing 9, so usually a 4x8 sheet will do 8 shredders. And the reason why I'm ordering 9 is so that I could have one sent to me early so that I could assemble it and make sure everything's nice, everything's jiving, and then request the rest of them. Because if the tolerances are off and I have to file a whole bunch of them, and it's a really big headache, then I have to basically change that. I have to tell them, hey, can we go ahead, can you change this a little bit? So change that and then go ahead. So that's the idea. So basically they're going to make one for me that week, probably get it to me, probably send it Friday, and then I get it Monday the following week. So that would be, what do we have here? So that would be the 26th. So I'll get it to maybe the 26th. Or I would really like to have it by Friday, so that I could assemble it over the weekend and then be able to get the last 8 during the week. Go ahead and send them at it, and then give them another week or 7 days or whatever they need to do the last 8 and to get it to me. So then I could assemble those and have some. So those of you that I owe, those would go to you. There are some differences. Number one, this as of right now, I have not been able to set up the hardening service. So, and this is going to be made out of regular A36 material, which is regular steel, just regular everyday steel. So that steel is non-hardenable to begin with. It's really just the cheapest option, and it's right in that price range. But obviously, the price range is going to go up drastically compared to what I have on my website. That $125 price is probably going to jump up to $250 or maybe less, maybe a little less. And then after this gets running, I am working on my own water jet to manufacture these. And so I'm going to be manufacturing these with this water jet here in the future, and that is going to be used to manufacture these parts. And with that, because I don't have to worry about their labor, the price from there will probably be able to drop yet again, and we'll be able to go from there. And I think that that's really the price point that I would like to hit. But this is a great shredder. I mean, I have a replica here. Again, this shredder is going to be correct, where each of the dials are 90 degree orientated. Are indexed 15 degrees, so they don't all engage at once. So it is going to be able to be directly hand driven. And then after that, I will work on making the the motor attachment, and also the hopper, and also a stand. So a motor attachment, hopper, and a stand, so that you can put a box underneath. There is going to be 4 1/4-20 holes on the side, and that is going to supply the area that we can bolt onto to either you create a stand and a hopper and a motor, or you buy my pre-bundled kit with those particular products attached to it. But that's going to be kind of difficult because the other part of the story is that the Shop.build finally had to close its doors. Today, I just got back from Palm Springs, a short weekend holiday with my parents' vacation. So I just got back early enough to go and pick up the stuff from my cage, so I no longer have storage over there. And they are shutting their doors in 4 hours, which is 10 p.m. my time. They will be shutting their doors for the San Jose and San Francisco location. And after that, we pretty much don't have any machine shop. We don't have any makerspace now that has a metal shop after 10 o'clock tonight. So that's going to make everything here a lot more difficult. I'm going to have to rely on external partners a lot more than I used to. And also, I'm going to be working on... I've been working on some of my own designs for some of my own machines. For example, water jet, a mill, laser cutter, lathe. And this is a regular CO2 laser cutter, not a high-powered laser cutter. And, a 3D printer, belt-driven 3D printer for production and stuff like that. So we're going to have home base here in the garage. I'm going to clean out the garage, and that will be home base for at least for a while now. I am still at my day job. That is probably going to end, I believe it's the end of October. I will no longer be there because of certain rules and how the market is right now in tech. So hopefully by then I'll be supporting myself on these shredder sales. And luckily my bills right now are very low, so it doesn't affect the price of the shredder that much. And obviously these gears are... Oh, and another thing, these gears are not the end gears. You'll see the gears that are on the final product are actually using engineering calculators to determine those. So the supplier looks really, really good. They have very, very tight tolerances for a laser cutter and cut it all out of one sheet. So everything looks really, really good. And of course I'm ordering in bulk, so price drops a little bit there. And I think the price is pretty good. Could I possibly search the rest of the United States and find a better price? Most likely I could. So make an order Monday, hopefully get it Friday and assemble it over the weekend, and then order the rest of the 8 Monday, and then have some left over. And after that, once I order them, they will probably, once I have them in my hand, the price is going to go up from the $125. So if you still see that there, it's still that price. But once I have the stock in my hand, which I will, that will basically be gone. And the idea is that I'm going to start marketing them on multiple platforms, and my idea is to sell at least one every 2 days. And so what that means is that I'm basically going to make a 5 foot by 10 foot run, which is 13 shredders every month or so, right? So if I do two, and that's two per day, every 2 days, one per every 2 days, and that's for once a week. I mean, that's for 5 days a week, 5 working days a week, times 4.4. So that's 22 days, 22 working days divided by 2, that's 11 shredders. So one 5 by 10 does about 13 shredders. So I'll do about one order a week, and then that's for the regular steel. I'll also be working on a stainless steel model, but it will be quite a bit more expensive, probably another $30 to $50. So maybe let's say this one is $250. The stainless steel one will probably be $300 because the stainless steel is quite a bit more expensive than this regular steel. yeah, and then the prices will be that way until I get the water jet, which no telling. I've been working on it quite a bit, but even once I get it running, then I have to get it dialed in, then I have to get, the consumables, and then I have to do some test cuts and assemble, and all that takes a long time. So I do have a local supplier for A36 where I can get the stuff dirt cheap, but that I'm friends with the foreman there, so that is an option, but I have to do all the legwork to get everything working right with the machine first before we could go about doing mass production through it. So order coming up, good supplier. The Shop.build has closed, so no more metal shop or storage there or wood shop or any of that other stuff or powder coating or whatever. So everything's pretty much going to have to be out of the garage for right now, and I'm going to have to rely on suppliers quite a bit until I get my own machines. And then when I get my own machines, then we could drop the prices down but still keep the margins, and that's the ultimate goal. What else? Oh yeah, so still working on the Multistruder. So once I have these shredders come in, then my number one goal is going to shift away from the shredder, besides some here and there work on the hopper, and go to basically working on the Multistruder. So working on the Multistruder, getting that project finalized, and then working on getting that also open sourced. So I will be working on the files for that and releasing the files for that. And then after that, the Multistruder is done, and the MOS Multistruder operating system looks good. We're going to go on to the Factory, and also because I just cleaned out my my storage at the Shop.build, now I have here on location in the shop in the garage, I have the laser cut prototype for the Eco-based 3D printer. But in order to manufacture that, I need a laser, a 100 a CO2 laser to cut the sheet. And school. So the other thing is, I did get into master's program at San Jose State, which starts the 21st, which is Wednesday, which is like 3 days from now. But I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that yet. I didn't get into the major that I want, and the finances are not quite clear right now as far as how the finances are going to work out. So I'll be looking into that. It might be a year later, or I might not go back, or I might do machine classes, or I might do something. So we'll see. And then probably leaving day job in October. What else? And the progress right now with the Multistruder is slow because my new printer, the Tronxy X5SA, for whatever reason, I don't know how, I blew a Z-axis stepper driver. So I need a replacement Z-axis stepper driver before I get that guy working again. I'm going to be taking that apart and talking to the manufacturer today to get those in. So that's basically what's going on right now for the Green Engineers. Things are starting to pick up, and hopefully between now and October, I can go full-time the Green Engineers, and I can support myself temporarily on the shredder sales, and then eventually get another product, either the the Fill Factory, or the Multistruder, Fill Factory Multistruder, or the Eco-based 3D printer on sale, so that it could take some of the stress off of the shredder. But if I do sell two shredders, one shredder every 2 days, I'll make as much as I make at my day job. So I think that is pretty good. So that is the idea, and that way I could stay focused on what I enjoy doing, and getting you guys more development here, and more movement on these projects. So that is what is coming in the future. Hopefully have more updates. I would love to have a video when this sample comes in. Hopefully it all goes together. Hopefully the tolerances look all good. This one was kind of low tolerance, and it came out pretty good. So I think that is going to be a pretty good deal. And the one that I have here is water jet. This other one's laser. So we'll see. I think it's probably going to be sharper, but water jet also works good too. Water jet here looks good as well. So that's why I'm thinking that this DIY water jet will be able to manufacture these perfectly fine. Okay, and that's basically what is coming up. I'll have those videos when I have it together, and I can show you guys it running with. The reason why I don't have this one running is I'm sure it's going to take massive amounts of force because the shredder dials aren't right. Because I wasn't paying attention when the guy nested them, and he nested all the same shredder dials, so they all hit the material all at once. I did stagger them where they're 90, where it's every other blade, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 sets of blades that are going to be cutting, and that's not that great. So that's what's going to be going on here in the immediate future. So hopefully to finish the shredder project and be selling those and have those expansion modules, I'll probably have a little bit better margins in those because I'll manufacture those almost 100% in-house. So that's going to be better, and then obviously have better margins when I have my own machine, and then be able to drop the cost of it, of the machine itself. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so basically that's what's going on here. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. So be looking out for the shredder video, and also eventually my stainless steel version when I have that go live as well. So pick between the two. I might do some sort of thing where I wait till the end of the month to make an order, so you might have to wait a month out for them, so I don't buy, I don't dump a whole bunch of money onto them and it takes 6 months to get rid of them or whatever. But again, I plan on trying to sell at least 2 every week. So yeah, about 2 every week. 2.5. Alright, so I will be talking about all this stuff later again, probably the next week when I have this guy in hand, the actual production prototype, and I can show you guys it working, and confirmation that I've ordered the rest of them. So this has been Steven from the Green Engineers. I thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe for more videos like it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.